Alright, welcome back to another live stream. Today we're going to be talking about something real quick. It shouldn't take too long. I apologize if this quality looks kind of grainy. But so, here we go. What we're going to be talking about today is the flag that was flown on the moon, or supposedly flown on the moon, and something very specific about it. You'll notice I have a slideshow playing here, but what I want to point out is some key information that's on one of these or two of these documents. So I'll be looking at the chat, but I'm going to be also referencing my device over here, my phone that I read the chat from for the document itself. Alright, so in the slideshow, you're going to see the Supreme Council 33rd Degree Southern Jurisdiction USA flag. And the caption under the flag that I have in my image here says, "This is the Masonic flag which Brother Buzz Aldrin carried to the moon and back to set up the moon as a Masonic province of the Grand Lodge of Texas." Notice again the eagle and the sprig of acacia symbols. Sprig of acacia. Okay, I didn't catch that the first time. But you'll notice that's a double-headed eagle flag. Also, we have an image of Buzz Aldrin and the Grand Master of the Masons holding that flag. But it gets better. As well as a Masonic apron involved. One of the things I'd like to read is the actual special deputation, which you'll see a photograph of in the slideshow. But I'm going to read to you what this document says, okay? The heading of this document at the very top, it says, "The Most Worshipful Grand Lodge of Texas." It says, there's a seal that says Grand Lodge of Texas, AF and AM. That document right there. See it? On the top right, it says P.O. Drawer 1998, Waco, Texas 76703. And in the top left, J. Guy Smith, Grand Master. So stationery was issued directly from the Grand Master of the Masons at Waco, Texas. And below the seal it says Ancient, Free, and Accepted Masons, where when you see AF and AM, that stands for Ancient, Free, and Accepted Masons. And this document here says Special Deputation. In the name and by the authority of the M.W. Grand Lodge of Texas, AF and AM, to whom these present shall come, greeting. Whereas it is important for me to be a member of the Apollo 11 lunar landing flight, and whereas the lunar landing, I'm sorry, I read that wrong. Greeting. Whereas it is impossible for me to be a member of the Apollo 11 lunar landing flight, and whereas the lunar landing will be accomplished in the near future, and again, remember, this is being written by J. Guy Smith, not Buzz Aldrin himself, but this is being written on behalf of Buzz Aldrin. Whereas the lunar landing will be accomplished in the near future. Now, therefore, to the end that rules and regulations of said Grand Lodge may be compiled with, and the ancient customs of the craft, in such matter observed by virtue, the power and authority in me, vested and reposing full confidence in the skill and ability of Colonel USAF Edwin Eugene Aldrin Jr., NASA astronaut, and member of our Clear Lake Lodge number 1417 AF and AM, Seabrook, Texas, comma, I do hereby constitute and appoint him my special deputy, granting unto him full power on the premises to represent me as such, and authorize him to claim Masonic territorial jurisdiction for the most worshipful Grand Lodge of Texas, ancient free and accepted Masons, on the moon, and direct that he shall make due return of his acts hereunder as required by the laws of said Grand Lodge. Given under my hand and seal of office at Waco, this is the 2nd day of May, A.D. 1969, A.L. 5969. That's right, they also have their own calendar, Anno Lucius, A.L., which is 4,000 years ahead of your calendar. And this is signed by J. Guy Smith, Grand Master. This special deputation was carried to the moon by me on Apollo 11 on July 20th to 21st, 1969, which is there signed by Edwin E. Aldrin, Jr., Colonel USAF, NASA astronaut. So what does that mean? That means the Grand Master of all Masons said to Buzz Aldrin, on my behalf, you're going to claim the moon as ours. That's what that says. Okay? A lot of people think this is a bunch of bullshit, so that's why we're fucking reading the details. Now, on September 19th, 1969, which is also in this, there you go, that's that right there, there's another document, which has the heading National Aeronautics and Space Administration, NASA, Manned Spacecraft Center, Houston, Texas, 77058, I believe that says. And there's a NASA insignia. And this says, in reply, refer to illustrious Luther A. Smith, 33rd degree, Sovereign Grand Commander, Supreme Council, 33rd degree, Southern Jurisdiction, USA, 1733 16th Street, Northwest Washington, D.C., 20009. This is where it gets interesting. Dear Grand Commander, it was a great moment in my life to be so cordially welcomed to the House of the Temple on September 16th, 1969, by you and Grand Secretary General Kleinknecht, 33rd degree, and also the members of your staffs. My greatest pleasure, however, was to be able to present to you on this occasion the Scottish Rite flag, which I carried on Apollo 11 flight to the moon, emblazoned in color with the Scottish Rite double-headed eagle, the Blue Lodge emblem, and the Sovereign Grand Commander's insignia. I take this opportunity to again thank you for the autographed copy of your recent book, entitled Action by the Scottish Rite, Southern Jurisdiction, USA, which is filled with a wealth of information about your Americanism program, sponsored by the Supreme Council, participating activities and related activities of the Rite. Signed, cordially and fraternally, Edwin E. Aldrin, Jr., NASA astronaut. So there you have it. There's the admission straight from himself that says, I brought your flag to the moon for you, Mr. Grandmaster, and thank you very much for the copy of your book. So, like I said, this is going to be short. I really don't need to say much more, and I don't want to mix this up with other topics, but let's go back. Let's make sure I'm not missing people in the chat here. How's it going, Teddy? I see you out there. So yeah, like I said, I'm going to keep this short. You can watch the replay if you want, but although these images are grainy, a lot of these literally display much of the proof that shows that the Apollo 11 mission of going to the moon was totally co-opted by the Freemasons, if not designed by them in the first place. And let me just check and see if there's any other images I really wanted to talk about here. I found it interesting when I just tried to email myself these images, it took a very, very long time for the email to send, whereas normally it's instant. It's a little bit surprised about that. Most people will tell you that the flag that was flown on the moon was an American flag with the 50 stars and the blue Union and the red and blue stripes. That may be true, but this flag itself was brought to the moon on purpose, and this flag was meant to declare the moon Mason territory. So go ahead and think whatever you want about that. You can laugh it up. You can call me crazy. I don't really give a shit. I just wasted a half an hour bringing you all these documents so you could at least see it for yourself. But if anybody's interested in the actual documents, I can send you a copy, or you can just Google Buzz Aldrin Special Deputation or Scottish Rite flag on the moon, and you'll find it yourself. It takes a lot of effort to put this kind of stuff together, and then people tear it down, so don't even go there. Don't even try. Thanks a lot. Have a nice day. I think that pretty much closes this out. I like to keep it short. And yeah, I'm going to keep trying to live stream, but really I'm not going to be editing videos and posting. So see you guys at the next live stream, and thank you for coming. Appreciate all the people that are always here, regulars. Thank you very much. And I'm out there. I'm watching more than I'm posting, more than I'm creating. So I'm out there. All right, have a good night.